Warning, explicit content. Blood, guts, swearing, lots of bad words. Adult themes. No nudity, though. Lots of violence. Did I say violence? Viewer's discretion is advised. Welcome back, and I hope you guys are ready for another exciting episode of Pathfinders Wrath of the Righteous. Of course, we're going to be screaming, yelling at the dice roller, and just generally being like, "Argh!" But, you know, it's all in good fun. So let's enjoy the story. Let's kill some monsters, do some dungeons, and see what comes next. So let's go and hop into it. Welcome. You got caught up. So we just came to the Ashen Grotto, and we got attacked by a dragon on the way. And went to the temple of something or other. I don't remember. Temple of the Hunt.
You offend me.
And we found out that okay, natural one. Got it. Found out that the two natural ones. Holy crap. We're going to go for three. We're going to go hat trick. 3 natural ones in a row.
Your time.
I found out that the cult of Baphomet has cursed a priest there. And we can't do anything without him dying. So we're not going to do anything about it yet. Oh my god, swarms. Did I say tick swarm? Yeah, gross. Oh, those real swarms. I need elemental damage for these ones. Okay, so it's thundering.
Away, you rascal.
I'm gonna be able to do a little bit of damage. You will not, so we're gonna get away. You also can't. I believe your rapier does not do elemental damage. Nope. You have a breath weapon. The storm gets to go again. Nice. He does have spells. Why'd it hurt you so much? You have fucking fire resistance. Oh, I think he ignores that now. Shit. Okay, your longsword is radiance. So you do not have elemental damage either. Neither do you. I have to swap your bow.
Your time is over.
And of course they do stat damage with no save.
You offend me.
Alright, can you use his breath weapon? He cannot. Shit.
Adventures are exciting. Adventures are exciting.
Magricium Turinos.
Fucking hate tick swarms. They are straight up the worst.
Come at me, I dare you.
More tick swarms. Let's give you something to munch on. Oh God, that's a mastodon, all right. You be something to munch on. You have a breath weapon. You do not. Very nice. Yeah, get them D6s of electricity. Oh man. Okay, we do have a bunch of other stuff here in here though, so we're gonna haste. And we're gonna pop a prayer. And we have ash giants. Oh, another tick swarm. Tries the spine wrecker.
Stand down.
Wow. Dude, these fucking dice rolls. I can't wait to go through and like look at all this shit. Ooh. Oh man, he almost killed the tick swarm too. Fantastic. Alright, so tick swarm is down.
You offend me.
Oh, I needed to sing my song of my peoples. That's fine. Go ahead and get that dude. Yeah, go on the ground. Oof, and you stood up and almost got murdered. Oh shit, there's another tick swarm.
Away, you rascal.
Oh man, I totally forgot what I was gonna do. Breath weapon at the tick swarm. Noise 21. That is beautiful. Okay, control fireball. Okay. Many shots back on. There we go.
No time for idling.
So, flaming, frost, shock. I can only do two. That's right. Do flaming and frost. My temporary pet died. Let's see. Nature's Caller. Whenever this +3 corrosive great club confirms a critical hit or kills an enemy, enemies in a 15-foot area must pass a fortitude saving throw. DC 25 will suffer 2d6 piercing damage as little bugs are awakened and leave this rotten great club. Well, that's pretty gross. And, I mean, it's two-handed. So, in case we get more stuff, we have elemental damage, so he can, or she can jump in and help out. Another belt of strength. But you have buffs already. What about Mr. Ed? No belts. You get strength belt, buddy. And let's go ahead and do some top off channels. That cave was gross. Gonna get on out of here. Can you get out there? You can. But no, you can't. You can explore that. That's it. And we'll take that last great club because this is worth a little bit of money. Because you need a ton of money if you're going to fund a lot of stuff. What's going on at the keep? Anivia wants to talk. An envoy from Elysium. Rank up, forming. Okay. Outpost of Bastion expansion. Economy. Royal Parade. Have to wait for that to finish. It's a bit of an envoy from Elysium. Looks like demon army heading up this way. Rank up. Logistics reform. But I gotta wait for everything else to happen first. Material points. Times 200. Let them flee. Easy XP. Crusaders attacked the demons at a propitious moment when they were trying to sink a stash of cold iron ingots in the nearest sand swamp. That hoard of metal would have been deadly to the beasts of the abyss and safely ended up in Medivian warriors' care instead. Army has reached you. Let them retreat. As to not worry about losses. Headband of Inspired Wisdom plus Foe. Level 6 army. Let's head back this way. Okay. Get all that exploration in. It probably comes down through there. I think I'm going to make spearmen. Those are paladins. I could get paladins down the road. Won't get those guys. I will be able to make scouts. And then those are rangers. I don't know if I can make rangers or not. See, I can make scouts now. Not that I really want them. They're not that strong. They're pretty shitty, actually. But maybe I can upgrade them to like Hell Knights or something permanently. No, we're going to go all the way because we're going to enter and go to the Citadel. Commander, Anivia greets you with a slight nod. I have some information for you. Though what I found out is mostly innocent, it might be a cause for concern. Concern? What do you mean? It's about the well-being of one of your companions. Tell me. Soldiers have been gathering in the graveyard to play cards. We usually turn a blind eye to such things. Though it's against regulations, we let them enjoy themselves as long as they don't cause too much trouble. And that's usually the case. But recently, my people have noticed Soziel among them, and the gambling seems to be having an unhealthy effect on him. As you know, I usually keep my nose out of other people's private affairs. With all these spies and cultists, I have too much on my plate as it is, but this time, it's about someone you trust with your life, so maybe you should do something about it. This isn't an official report, just a tip-off from a friend. Thank you for the information. You're welcome. Otherworldly is the word that describes the stranger's face best. Everything about him indicates that he has arrived from another plane. He bows before you with grace and dignity. So, that's the look you like, troublemaker. The whole plane of Elysium seems to be talking about you. Your power resounds through space like a bell. I hurried to the call so I could advise you and help you avoid any missteps. Boring, yawns Avu. Wisdom is often tiresome. A mortal cannot be expected to wield supernatural power without guidance, so you would do well to take advice from an actual supernatural being. Garou, you may call me Early Sunset. I hope to become your most trusted advisor in all matters, great or small. So you're a real Azada then? You came from Elysium? Not precisely. The news of you and your peculiar abilities reached me while I was traveling between planes, so I have not come directly from Elysium. However, I can tell you quite a lot about it if you'd like. How exactly can you help me? I will monitor your abilities, observing how they develop. You have probably discovered by now that they are somewhat chaotic and prone to spontaneous manifestation without your deliberate will. It's not surprising. Azadas and other supernatural beings are created with their powers already a part of them, yet you received yours as a sudden gift. That gift may be inconvenient and even dangerous for its wielder. I will try to learn more about it and teach you to control it over time. A mentor is essential for such an undertaking. If you really are a good mentor, then you should teach the fun stuff, says Avu. You know, things like how to make pretty pictures on berry jelly with whipped cream. Avu licks her lips. Not this boring stuff. Glad to meet you, Early Sunset. The pleasure is mine. The newcomer inclines his head. I'll take up no more of your time. If you wish to talk, I'll be nearby. It will take me some time and observation of you to ascertain how exactly your power manifests itself and how you must wield it to stop it spiraling out of control. Once I have something useful to you, I will inform you without delay.
Dwarf boy, tell me more about the place where you learned to kill people. You called it Hawk's Nest?
If I told you, they'd hunt you down. Wait, you look like the prospect appeals to you. Forget it. You shouldn't even joke about it. There's no getting away from Daggermark assassins.
It's too funny. The streets. Oh, night gamblers. I have to do that at night. And it really is time to do some exploring. Level 10. Ruins of Ashbury Hamlets. Also have to have my armies do stuff. Gotta clear that because there's more stuff down here. Still some movement for another good amount of hours. Oh no, I know what I need. I know what I need to do actually. So there's a sign thing called the Midnight Isle or Midnight Isles or Treasure Midnight Isles. It's a lot of extra experience and loot. If you once it comes up, I definitely recommend doing it. It is pretty freaking useful. Because one thing that does lack in this game is the like secondary loot. Plus you get a lot of stuff to sell, which will give you a good chunk of money. So you can pick up some of these more expensive, really nice items that are out there, to really like boost your characters. Because some of these areas that you're gonna come to are they're tough. They're doable without it. It makes it easier. So, but you have to rest so much before.
With grace?
Build main stables. You have to rest. I think it's like 4 or 5 days or something like that. But I'm also okay. The fate of the crest of the fallen knights. Senior comrades. Events. Airbeth wants to talk. The fate of the crest of the fallen knights. Whether the fallen knight Malindor Linz was a tragic hero or a sinful traitor, he certainly was a powerful wizard, and part of his magical force is still enclosed in his emblem. By placing it on an item, masters can set this magic free and use it for good or evil. You just need to decide what its place is. So I'm going to go over what the different items can be. So belt has two different options. Option 1, while wearing this belt, a monk can spend 1 key point to enshroud the target's heart and lungs in the final veil of emerald, or in a fine veil of emerald. Affected creature becomes more fragile, getting -2 penalty AC. It also has the passive fortitude saving throw DC 19, or all bludgeoning damage it receives will be multiplied 1.5 until end of combat. Option 2, you can cover yourself in an invisible corrupted fire. Under its effect, all your fire spells deal an additional 2d6 unholy damage. You become immune to fire damage, but gain weakness to cold and holy damage. Chainmail. What's the chainmail? Option 1 is +2, so +2, and a +2 sacred bonus to fortitude saving throws. The wearer can choose to suffer a -2 penalty to AC to grant all party members a +1 bonus to AC. While under this effect, an enemy that's attacking the wearer must pass reflex saving throw DC 17 or suffer 3d4 piercing damage. That's actually pretty interesting. Option 2. It is still +2 chainmail. This chainmail partially absorbs magic from chaotic or evil creatures. When such creatures attack the wearers with magic, for the next rounds, the wearer gains +2 profane bonus to attack and damage rolls. The caster level check made to overcome spell resistance, and caster level checks to overcome spell resistance. When this effect ends, the first attack the wearer makes suffers a -4 penalty to attack and damage roll, as well as caster level checks to overcome spell resistance if needed. That's alright if you have something, again, kind of like a magus. And then short sword. Option 1, it's a +2 short sword, so it looks like it's a +2 item overall. Whenever the wielder lands a hit with this short sword, the enemy must pass a reflex saving throw, DC 18, or the wound becomes covered in fine emeralds for 5 minutes. Though the enemy becomes immune to bleeding, they suffer a -2 penalty to reflex saving throws. All critical hits against the creature deal an additional 3d6 piercing damage. Multiple applications of this effect do not stack. And then +2, this weapon glows with invisible flame. Once per day, you can charge both weapons in your hands with this flame for 10 minutes. Each hit, any of these weapons deal an additional 3d6 unholy damage. That's actually probably what I'm going to go with as a decent offhand for my current character. Until I can get flawless dual wielding, which is going to be quite a while. Financing the crusade is a costly process, and forming a staff council. Economy, developments, rank up, other. Oh yes. Oh, I could have done army movement, I think, from there. But let's talk to Irabeth. Commander, I have alarming news. Sir Ciar seems to be ill. He has stepped back almost completely from commanding his people. His ever-bright crusaders are a large and experienced force. Our strategy relies heavily on them. Please talk to him. It might be time for Sir Ciar to step down and hand over the leadership to a younger, more energetic knight. He's not a young man anymore. It must be a struggle to keep up with his responsibilities. I will talk to Ciar. Thank you, Commander. This is a necessary step to maintain our fighting ability. There's actually a lot of stuff that's going on right at the start before you can really hop out and do stuff. Okay, so I click on campaign, and I can do more army stuff. Gonna go ahead and save before we hit this army, just because sometimes you don't want to have heavy losses. but my army's pretty beefy right now. But demons kind of throw a wrench in that. Let's go and shoot to the bow. Oh, there's 3 left. No. Okay. Shut that down. Shut that down. Perfect. Alright, so now we have Brimarax. Very nice. Oh, they're nauseated. Shit. Okay, I believe that's self. Get 12 of those guys back. Yeah, baby. Hell yeah. Ow. Get out of there. Yeah, get in there. Boom. Nice. I'll count this as an easy... Oh, damn it. As an easy win. Except I put them in the wrong spot. Very nice. Having ejected the demons from Eagle Rock, the former Crusader outpost lost during the Fourth Crusade, warriors were dismayed to discover that the fortifications had fallen into miserable ruins under demon rule. However, in the Warden's chamber, there is a cache containing valuables unnoticed by marauders. +4 headband. Pretty nice. Deadly toll. That's a lot of big stuff, though. That goes nowhere. Nope, you were out of movement. That's why you stopped moving. Skip a day. Relics. Forming staff council. Chanting the crest of the fallen knights. It's diplomacy. What else do I have for diplomacy? Royal parade. Let's do that first. Get more resource incoming. And then we'll have to do help with a nail. A Keladin well-worn travel robe with a deep hood offers you a respectful bow. His voice is quiet and emotionless. Greetings, Commander. To be granted an audience with a figure of such importance is a great honor. Your victories have impressed and inspired me, which is why I wish to do my part in the Crusader struggle. How do you plan on helping me? His words, devoid of color and emotion, run together to form a monotonous, endless stream. For 23 years, I have been gathering documents on Socorus. They contain numerous mentions of the history of the Blackwater clan. The clan was beset by demons, and its members had dedicated themselves to creating a powerful weapon against the World Wound. The clan needed more time, but no support came from their neighbors, and so the Blackwaters were destroyed. But the fate of the clan is not important right now. What is important is that, thanks to certain ancient maps, I have been able to pinpoint the location of their settlement. If you go there, you'll be able to verify my findings, and if you happen to find the weapon that will help you fight the demons, it will bring me satisfaction and pride. My life will have purpose. Thank you. I'll put this information to good use. He bows deeply. It pleases me to be of use to you. Darren looks around. as if not exactly sure what he's doing here. Ah, Commander, how is our crusade doing? Our crusade? You weren't exactly thrilled to join the Crusaders. Of course I wasn't thrilled, but in unfavorable circumstances, a man cannot allow himself to wallow in gloom and despondency. What a man can do is look on the bright side of the whole situation and change his circumstances as much as possible. I, for instance, am certain that I'll be able to throw a rip-roaring party even in the crater of an erupting volcano, with my hands tied behind my back. So what brings you to me? Oh, just a trifling thing. I wish to make a donation to the Crusader cause. It seemed a smart decision to me, because that's what's good for the Crusade is now tightly intertwined with what's good for yours truly. I did have to give the revenue from my estate a good shake-up and send a few couriers scurrying about, but in the end I managed to acquire a couple of decent items. All in all, here's my donation to the Crusade and its commander. You must try them out for yourself. I offer these gifts from the bottom of my heart. I can sense your own agenda in your choice of gifts. Clever. Darren smirks slightly. I thought of you while selecting these gifts, and now I must beg your forgiveness and bid you farewell. I still have plans in order and send a package of special gifts to my dearest cousin. Commander, upon hearing word of your victory in the Battle of Dresden, many leaders in Avestan have considered taking a more active supporting role in the Crusade. Fighting demons in the name of saving the world is a prestigious endeavor, especially when the war is going well. The one whose help is accepted first will increase their standing in the political arena, which is why the powers are now competing for the right to conclude an alliance with Mendev before their rivals do. Nerosian has already chosen which of them to be favored, Isger. We've been building an alliance with that nation for a long time, and now the capital is expecting you to address the steward of Isger with an official offer to support you. Lastwall is Mendev's most trusted ally, adds in Silzio. If we are to ask someone for support, it should be them, the Shining Crusade. Darren, what say we invite the Sword Lords of Brevoy to this party? The righteous Mendevian knights just love those hot-headed provincials who will draw their weapon and challenge you to a duel at the drop of a hat. And get this, they win such duels. Nerosian will be ecstatic to have allies like these, and I hope the demons will enjoy their company as well. Just as a note, we happen to have a neighbor who's got barely any presence in the Crusade, adds in Lan. I'm talking about Numeria. It's believed to be too wild and barbaric to have any dealings with. How about we show everyone how wild and barbaric tribes can fight, and invite them to play a bigger part in our war? Let's see, Silzio will give us Inquisitor, mercenary units. Divine Favor, Spellcaster Slayer, and their melee. Darren gives Duelist mercenary units. Parry and Riposte. You have a 20% chance to ignore an enemy's attack directed at it or an adjacent allied unit, plus to make a counterattack. This effect works only if the unit is able to make a melee attack on the attacking enemy units. Land, we get Barbarians. Battering Ram Attack. Unit gains +1 to attack until the end of the round for every 2 squares it moves. Lady Konomi, we get Sorcerers as a mercenary unit. Spellcatchers deal damage with the combat spells. They get Magic Missile. Magic Missile is power times D4 times unit number. I'll go with Lady Konomi. Your wisdom never fails you. Nerosian will be pleased to know you're not squandering allies whom they've taken such pains to attract. The battle sorcerers of Iskar, hardened in the clashes with goblins, will serve you well. I won't detain you any longer, Commander. When matters of foreign or domestic policies once again require your attention, I will convene the Diplomatic Council. Hail, Commander! Before you, an aged yet fit sturdy Gurundi stands at attention. His dark skin has an earthly tone to it, and crystals sparkle forth from where his hair and eyebrows should be, clearly identifying him as an Oreed. Captain Harmatan, at chair of your staff council, by order of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, here to deliver a report. Sela, I'm on this council too, Sela salutes briskly. We'll be racking our brains on how to improve troop morale. I reckon the key is to back up our words with actions. Lead your soldiers by example, and they'll be eager to follow. Rigel, drawing on my experience as a paralictor, my advice is to maintain calculated moderation in every regard, be it in incentive or penalty, and to be decisive. We have no need for doubts or turmoil. I'm doomed to be your advisor, says Darren, but you know what that means. That you're doomed to listen to my advice. To start things off, here's an incredibly novel and deep thought for you. Loyalty, passion, and morale, all of these can easily be bought with money. Commander, permission to report. We've encountered a problem. Although we're still getting volunteers, we're now seeing cases of desertion. Many who joined the Derezin campaign believe that their duty has been fulfilled with victory, and they are not keen on staying in the garrison. Those from Canabras wish to return home and rebuild their ruined city. Lastly, there are those who are afraid of lingering in a place where demons might show up with retaliatory expedition at any moment. My suggestion is to improve living conditions for the privates, raise their pay, give them extra rations, and reward those who have distinguished themselves on the battlefield with commendations and gifts. Soldiers don't want to leave armies that appreciate them. I feel for those folks, but we have to convince them to stay, says Sela. I think we might get some help from the servants of the gods. They'll tell the soldiers that the danger has not yet passed, and inspire them to keep up the fight against evil. As long as the wound is open, the whole world is in danger. We can't just go home and live like we used to, no matter how badly we want that to happen. Most of the Crusaders are volunteers, but they have no right to subvert military discipline, adds in Rigel. That kind of attitude is tantamount to treason, regardless of who expressed it. We have to identify the instigators, arrest them, and administer harsh punishment to make an example of them. Darren, this problem is quite simply solved with coin. Just handing money out to privates is practically throwing it away. We need to pay the officers handsomely. Then they'll figure out how to raise their subordinates' morale. Let's see, we get to distribute provisions decree, which gives us morale. Bribes the officers decree. Costs 4,000 resources. Hunting down mutiny decree. Crusade morale increases. Recruitment growth and trainability reduces. And the cost of recruiting mercenary units increases. That doesn't sound good. And Sela, what do you give? Glory to the heroes decree. Repeatable every day. We're going to do Sela. Sure thing. Faith has always helped me in my darkest hours, and it'll help our soldiers too. We just need to talk to them from the heart. Thank you, Commander. Should any other difficulties arise that require your attention, I'll deliver a new report promptly. Maximize all Crusade stats. Okay. Starting to get to the point where that's going to be deadly. Let's head back. We're back-ish. Now we can recruit. Oh, yeah. Because this army was sitting right where... Nope. Not get the guys. back. There we go. Yeah. More troops. Sorcerers. Sure, join that army, because you're mercenaries. Like, you're pointless. Sure, eventually I can upgrade my scouts, but I don't have a need for them. But I should probably recruit them anyways. That way, if I do get the chance to upgrade them, I get a lot of whatever it is. Bracers of Heavy Hand. Okay. We're gonna rest again. And just like that, the episode for today is over. The narrator's a little tired. You gotta give him some props for, you know, going at it. But thank you for hanging out and watching Pathfinders Wrath of the Righteous. Hopefully you guys had fun. So if you did, do the thing. You know, like, comment, subscribe, share it. The link for the previous episodes and next episodes should be in the descriptions, unless they are not out yet. If you want them early, you could always beg for them in the comments, maybe. Tell me your favorite part of each episode. Let me know you guys are enjoying it. And with that, I will let you guys get back to your day, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for hanging out.